We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, let's go. Everyone's got four down. Tight. 380. Check safety. 380.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Tight. Move the team.
The give is to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Move the team. 14.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Out to his left. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Move the team. Gotta go. Gun.
Now Wilson. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Move the team.
To throw is Wilson. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Keep working, baby. Keep working, fellas. Tight. Move the team. Let's go.
Wilson. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Check it out, Reed. Easy work. It's coming again. Patch it. Try it. Move the team.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Down to the 25. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
Three down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Try it. Move the team. 4 down. Gotta go. Spread left.
Now Wilson on second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down.
18. Try it. Move the team.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
4 down. Hey, we're going right there. Go. Get out there.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves him with a more standard second down.
Shotgun.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Steps away. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 36 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
This is Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Be ready. Be ready for one word. Be ready for one word. Shotgun.
Here's Wilson to throw. A dump underneath to Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On play action, they'll throw. Try to lay one up deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On second down, Wilson on the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
You got 4. 280. 19.
A give to Jones. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he stopped immediately there.
Let's go.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
And McManus able to put it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Go to 54. Line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
He'll drop to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
18.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score. And the Cowboys are in for 6. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen. But when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They show great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
47. 26.
And they'll run it here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Goodman. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second down, here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. Whoosh. And a juke this time. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Buccaneers have it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Right.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
They'll give it to him up the middle. Oh, a nice spin. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Right. 380. Right.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And McManus able to put it through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip.
Go. Get out there. Get out there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Go. Hey. You got 4.
They'll set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Here's a give to Jones running left. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Check. Right. 380.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, 26 yards. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. McManus's point after is good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Good.
They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw now on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
380. 14, front it.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Going deep for Diggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
We got 3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Right, move the team. Spread left, spread left.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Right, move the team.
Here's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Gotta go. Check nickel. 14. 36, 37.
And they try the sweep to Jones. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw is Wilson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. On 3rd down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Shot, green 80.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
You got him. You got him. You got him. Fight, go 80. Check right 54. Right 54.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a 1st down.
And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3 down. 3 down. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
41's the will.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one will be accepted.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem with me. Switch.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Goodman. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Gun. Here we go. Go to 54.
They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. but they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Gotta go. 14, front it.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you.
Right, Booker team.
And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down.
Right, Manny. Gotta go. Zebra.
Back to throw. Open man has got one. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. They'll go again to Jones. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Bucs on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, one game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Tampa.